The African Renaissance, how a united continent is poised to reshape the global order. The winds of change are sweeping across the African continent, heralding the dawn of a new era, one marked by a profound sense of unity, purpose, and an unwavering determination to reshape the global order. After centuries of colonial subjugation, internal strife, and economic exploitation, Africa is now asserting its rightful place on the world stage, harnessing the power of collective action to forge a future of shared prosperity and global influence. We are witnessing the beginnings of an African Renaissance, a resurgence of pride, confidence, and a collective vision for the continent's future, explains Dr. Amina Mohammed, the Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations. And at the heart of this transformation is the growing realization that true progress can only be achieved through the unity and cooperation of the African peoples. Indeed, the journey towards a united Africa has been long and arduous, fraught with the legacies of colonial division, ethnic tensions, and the myriad challenges of nation-building. But in recent years, a new generation of African leaders, thinkers, and activists have emerged, driven by a shared commitment to transcending these historical divides and forging a Pan-African identity rooted in the principles of shared prosperity, collective security, and cultural pride. What we're seeing is a fundamental shift in the way Africans view themselves and their role in the world, says Dr. Olusegun Obasanjo, the former president of Nigeria and a leading architect of the African Union. From the grassroots to the highest echelons of power, there is a growing recognition that our collective strength lies in our unity, and that by harnessing the full potential of our diverse peoples and resources, we can become a truly transformative force on the global stage. This unity of purpose is already manifesting itself in tangible ways, as the African continent flexes its collective muscle in the economic, political, and security realms. The launch of the African Continental Free Trade Area, AfCFTA, for example, has the potential to create the world's largest single market, unlocking unprecedented opportunities for intra-African trade, investment, and industrial development. Similarly, the establishment of the African Union's Peace and Security Council has empowered the continent to take a more assertive role in addressing regional conflicts and promoting stability. The message is clear. Africa is no longer content to be a passive recipient of global trends and decisions, explains Dr. Fatima Denton, the director of the United Nations University Institute for Natural Resources in Africa. We are actively shaping the future, leveraging our collective bargaining power and our unique cultural, economic, and geopolitical assets to assert our rightful place in the world. But the African Renaissance extends far beyond the realms of economics and security, as the continent harnesses the power of its rich cultural heritage, its vibrant creative industries, and its burgeoning technological innovation to project a new, dynamic vision of Africa on the global stage. From the rise of Afrobeat, Nollywood, and African fashion to the explosive growth of the continent's tech hubs and the proliferation of Pan-African media platforms, the world is witnessing the emergence of a new, proudly African cultural and intellectual renaissance. What we're seeing is a fundamental shift in the way the world perceives Africa, says Dr. Atieno Mboya, the director of the African Leadership Institute. Gone are the outdated stereotypes of a continent mired in poverty, conflict, and underdevelopment. In their place, a new narrative is taking shape, one that celebrates the dynamism, creativity, and transformative potential of the African peoples. And as this African Renaissance gathers momentum, the implications for the global order are profound. With a growing population of over 1.3 billion people, a youthful demographic profile, and a rapidly expanding middle class, the African continent is poised to become a key driver of global economic growth, innovation, and cultural influence in the 21st century. The world order as we know it is being transformed, and Africa is at the forefront of this change, explains Dr. Obasanjo. As we continue to unite, to harness our collective strengths, and to assert our rightful place on the global stage, we will inevitably reshape the balance of power, challenging the status quo and redefining the rules of the game. Indeed, the African Renaissance is not just a regional phenomenon. It is a global, transformative movement that carries the potential to rewrite the very foundations of the international system. And as the world watches with a mix of anticipation and trepidation, the message from Africa is clear. Please subscribe, like, and feel free to share the video. Thanks, peace.